Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Dragon Warrior 2. This is episode 3, folks, and we are going to be heading to the Spring of Bravery, where it is believed that our first party member of the game has gone to, the Prince of Cannock. So, as you can see, I am level 6, a little bit more of off-screen level grinding. Again, our hero does not get any new spells or anything, but his strength went up a little bit, his attack power, everything goes up a little bit, 55 hit points. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. So we're going to need a little preparation before we leave here. As you can see, I have a medical herb already. What I'm going to want to do is, just to prepare, I'm going to want to buy 2 antidote herbs, which should be more than enough for me to survive my little mission out. So we got 2 antidote herbs. Let me just double check that and make sure. Okay, 2 antidotes and 1 medical herb. We should be picking up a few more medical herbs along the way. So we should have absolutely no problem with that whatsoever. With surviving, that is. Okay, so let's go ahead and head to the east, the Spring of Bravery. Okay. East we go, but before we go, let me show you something. You guys will definitely appreciate this. I found this online, and bam, here you go. Check it out, folks. The map of Dragon Warrior 2. This, I think this was the official map included with the game, of the cartridge, when you purchased it. There was the book, then there was this map that was also included in it. Now, what's interesting is the Spring of Bravery is on the top right, as you can see. And right off the bat, you would notice that, you know, even though the people tell you where the Spring of Bravery is, this map was very, very useful. So you knew where a lot of the stuff was when you needed to find it, especially when you were traveling to the ocean. So this map definitely came in use. So yeah, just wanted to show you that, a little bit of nostalgia there. Let's go ahead and head to the Spring of Bravery, to the east. So the path I like to follow, as we fight some more iron ants here. And I will be editing a few battles here of enemies you've already seen. So the path I like to follow, there's 2 ways to get to the Spring of Bravery, the northern path and the southern path. Typically, I like to take the southern path because you do run into a few weaker enemies. Now, I'm not saying that the northern path is going to make it that much easier. I mean that much harder. Because really, the northern path and the southern path, enemies are similar. However, I do find enemies to be slightly weaker going to the south. At least the encounter rate is a little less. Even though it doesn't really seem like it, because I'm getting pounded right now. But that's Dragon Warrior 2 from you. There's so many... The encounter rate is absolutely nuts in this game, so you run into enemies all the time. And you just gotta expect to... You know, by the time I get to the cave, I'm going to be already diminished in freaking health. You know, it's just the way it is. So, there is the cave. And look at this. We got 3 babbles in an encounter. Rough. Especially since these guys hit like a freaking truck. And you have that chance of poisoning you, as I mentioned before. Oh my god. And I can't even kill them in 1 blow. I am level 6, folks. The recommended level to actually head to this cave is level 5. Nuts. 29 experience, though. Those babbles give hell of experience. And here's the cave. The Spring of Bravery. And I love this music. And, again, more nostalgia. Because I particularly remember the first time I entered this cave. This is the first cave I ever entered in this game. The music was just so captivating. It's a little ominous, but... You know, it's like when I first entered here, I was like, oh my god, you didn't know what to expect, what kind of enemies you were going to run into. And, oh my god, it was just so creepy. I don't know. I was creeped the hell out of this place. I didn't know if I was going to make it out of here alive, honestly. So, definitely a little creepy entering your first cave for the first time. You know, especially when you're a young kid and you never played an RPG before. It's like, oh my god, I don't know what to expect. So, one of the bugs... I don't know, well, it's not really a bug. One of the ways they designed the random encounters in this game, which I don't know exactly how I feel about it, is every time you enter a new room or a new screen, there is a very good chance that you'll immediately enter a battle, which is a little weird. I don't know why the developers designed it that way. It's kind of a pain in the ass, really, but it's probably a bug. I don't know if it's a bug or just the way they intentionally designed it. Anyways, here we got a treasure chest with another medical herb. Very nice. Now, later on, when I'm going to be heading through a lot of the later caves here, you'll notice that I'm going to skip a couple paths, because when I get to the later caves, I'm going to start using a map, so I know a little better where I got to go. I'm not using a map yet, because these first couple of caves are very simplistic and straightforward, and it's very difficult to get lost, really. But later caves, there's so many ways that you really, really need to use a map, or else you screw yourself, especially towards the end of the game. New screen, more enemies. Let's kill the wild mouse first. Oh my god, I'm low on health. Oh boy. And one trick I like to do a lot too is, because the medical herb automatically heals you for almost all your health here, if not all your health. I think it's almost all your health. So I like to actually get low on health before I actually use a medical herb. Like right now, I'm in orange mode, so now I will use one of my medical herbs, since I have 2 of them. 55 health. Let's see if I remember which way. Well, there's only one way. It's not that hard. And another treasure chest. I believe this is an antidote. Nope. 29 pieces of gold. We came all this way for some money. You can never get enough money. Now, I believe the first time I ever went to this place, when I first played this game, and I remember I was at my cousin's house the first time I ever went into the Spring of Bravery. What was a pain in the ass with Nintendo, at least when I played it, the biggest pain in the ass was definitely the fact that you had to work. Ooh, wait, we got a new enemy, the Big Cobra. These guys hit like a truck and poison. And they have a little bit of health, so other than that, pretty simple. Just poison, hit like a truck, and whatnot. So anyways, as I was saying, a lot of stuff involved rushing. When I first entered this cave, you know, you had the little issue with the Nintendo back in the day, where a lot of people had bad Nintendos, or actually a lot of Nintendos were like this. The game would tend to glitch up and ruin after a while. And it was the same thing with my Nintendo, and I remember I was halfway through the Spring of Bravery, and, ooh, treasure chest. Yay, more medical herbs. So, I was halfway through the Spring of Bravery, and my game started glitching, and I was so excited when to finally almost make it out. I was like halfway out of it, and then the game just froze, or went completely green, or whatever, turned off. And that's one of the challenges you have to deal with all the time with NES, the game glitching. So it was definitely a pain in the ass to play these games back in the day. Hast thou purified thy body in the Spring of Bravery? No, that is not good. All who seek victory must first visit the Spring of Bravery. What happens if we say yes? Then all is well. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying, the first time I ever played this game and went into the Spring of Bravery, my NES ruined and glitched out before I could actually leave this place. And I had to restart it all over again and come back again. And I was only level 4 at the time, because I didn't know what the hell leveling up was. And I was getting my ass kicked in here. But the second time I played it, I made it through and was successful. So we're almost done with this place. It's pretty short. And there's the magician guy we gotta talk to. Actually, we're probably going to want to use another herb here. Where the hell did I get... Oh, yeah. One thing I didn't mention, you'll see I have a lottery ticket in my inventory. Every time you purchase items, you have a chance of getting a lottery ticket from it. And we'll use that later on. I'll show you what that's for. But we've had a pretty successful run in here so far, so I'm doing pretty well. Search, what's here? Another medical herb. Use one to get another. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Welcome to the Spring of Bravery. Art thou seeking the Prince of Cannock? Yes. Only moments ago he was here. I think he is going to the Maidenhall Castle. So, the first time I came here, I was pissed. And this guy automatically heals you if you select no. I was furious. I came all this way, and the damn Prince of Maidenhall was... I mean, the Prince of Cannock was not here. He went all the way to Maidenhall Castle. So actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to off-screen it, and I'm going to meet you guys at Maidenhall Castle. See you in a few. Okay, folks. We've made it back to Maidenhall Castle. I've taken pretty much no damage whatsoever. Let's go ahead and rest up at the end. One thing you'll notice is I've actually got quite a bit of money I've made on my way back just by walking back. I haven't like level grinded or anything. Everything I've been doing on screen here. So 419 pieces of gold. That's very nice. Okay, so they said that the Prince of Cannock made his way here to Maidenhall Castle. So let's talk to the king and find out where our prince went. Welcome back, Dario. Of experience, you need 51 to gain a level. Well, thou hast missed him. The Prince of Cannock was here, but now he is off to Maidenhall, looking for thee, I believe. Now, what's interesting, folks, this is actually a glitch in the NES version of Dragon Warrior 2. We are in Maidenhall. So, what they actually want to say is he's off to Leftwine, not Maidenhall. And when I first played this game, I was confused. Again, I didn't know where to go. Because it was the same thing, you know? I'm pretty sure it was the same exact thing in the NES cartridge I had, and it's just not an emulator translation, because in the NES cartridge, they also said he went to Maidenhall. Well, how can he go to Maidenhall if I am in Maidenhall? It makes no sense. Anyways, I ended up pretty much going in circles for the longest time here, trying to figure out where the hell the Prince of Cannock could have gone. And after a while, I finally figured out that he did indeed go to Leftwine. So that's where we got to go next, and we got to play the little chase game. You know, when I played this game years ago, it was such a pain in the ass. I went up Cannock, I went like in left and right in all kinds of circles, trying to find this damn prince, and finally I found them. And when I found them, I was super excited because, well, you'll see when I get there. So, anyways, to save some time, I will meet you in Leftwine since I keep running into battles. Okay, folks, simple enough. We're back. We've made it to Leftwine. So the Prince of Cannock is here, and look at that. He's right over there. Sweet. So when I first entered this town and saw that the prince was there, I saw there was a new character there that wasn't there before, I was souped. So let's go ahead and talk to him and see what he has to say. Hello, friend. I am Prince Esgar of Cannock. Art thou my cousin from Maidenhall? Ah, it is as a guest. I have been seeking thee so that together we may oppose Hargon. Come, let us go forth. And when this happened, years ago when I played this game, I was freaking pumped because this is the first ever character ever in the history of all role-playing games to ever join my group. I didn't know what a party member was until I played this game. We have Esgar, who is our new party member. 31 health. Now, this guy actually has the heal spell, which is extremely useful to start off with. So, saves you a few little healing herbs. Or what do they call in this game? I'm sorry, they call it medical herbs. Very nice spell to have, healing. The only problem with him is, look at his equipment. He is very, very weak to start off the game. He has a stupid club and leather armor, and that's pretty much it. So, yeah, what we're going to want to do off-screen is pretty much level him a bit. I think we're going to want to purchase some... I don't even remember. I'm going to have to look this up. But I think a magic knife or maybe a leather shield. I know we definitely want to give him a leather shield. So, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But that is all the time for this episode. I'm going to probably purchase some things for him off screen, show you what I did, and level him up a little bit. And when we come back next time on Dragon Warrior 2, we're actually going to head to another cave. And this is going to be a cave left of here, left of Leftwine. And this cave is the Lake Cave, which contains our first key of the game. So, yeah, and I'm going to show off our new character a little bit. So that is all the time we have for this episode. We'll see you guys next time for more Dragon Warrior 2. Thank you. See you guys later. Bye.